this can, I really try to like keep it about us. But it's like, it's kind of hard to do because the other people are such a big part of our story. But it's up to you to decide where they fit into the story and how they make you feel in your story. And friendships tie into that too. But it's only a reflection of the level of self thought that you have about yourself, what you think you deserve, what you think that you can experience. And it just makes me sad to see that a lot of women feel like they are powerless in saying or believing or calling into, are you okay? I'm hearing things now. Calling into what they want to experience beyond what they can give themselves. And it's great to be out here and like, okay, I can give myself anything. I can take myself anywhere. I can do all the things that I want to do. But when it comes to friends and even family and any kind of relationships that we form and connect, how we continue to interact with these people and what we choose to share, create as far as memories and do together, breaking bread together, which, food isn't something that, is taken lightly in a lot of cultures. Like, sharing a meal together, preparing your food for someone or inviting them over as a guest, serving tea, serving coffee, the hospitality that goes into all of that whole moment. It's very intimate and it's very revered. And so if you could go back to how you think about yourself and how you treat yourself, you can use that as like, okay, when I get together with this girlfriend, what do we do? What do we talk about? How does she make me feel? How do I make her feel? Is that, a part of, the movie that I'm creating, or is it just kind of like whole drum? We get together, she complains, I complain, we sit around, we smoke weed, and like, it's pretty much it. Like, that's not very high vibrational. It's not something that, makes you feel good and like adds to like the quality of your life. If you have a friend that comes into your life, and this was also too inspired by a conversation I had with a good friend, and he was talking about someone who was trying to kind of cultivate a friendship with, and it was kind of like he was being weird and kind of inconsistent with like what he really wanted, and it was just kind of like, and this is just a friendship. So if we can't get on the same page, what are we doing? Because now you're creating unnecessary stress in my life that doesn't feel good to me. And so it is in romantic relationships. If you have someone, again, because you've done all your work, you are living your best life, and there's nothing that you can even plan and take your time to do, okay? So you have someone come into your life and they're interested, they really like you, and they want to, I can give you the world, or maybe even if it's not to that level as far as grandiose promises and gestures and things like that. They're still just like, hey, we'd love to get to know you. What do you like to do in your spare time? After you get to a certain age, it's like, I don't want to go to TGI Fridays. I don't want to just kick it, go get coffee at Starbucks and walk a park. Again, not to make anybody feel bad, but we're not going side to side. We're not going back and forth. If you're not taking me up, if you're not inspiring me, if you're not, kind of mirroring my energy and my efforts in life, like, again, birds of a feather flock together. So if all your friends are, buying homes and investing and traveling and just thinking a little bit more forward thinking and just have bigger ambitions, or even if, and again, not to make it sound like always being on and always being busy is the goal and the key. Even if you enjoy the smaller things, like peaceful time, again, peaceful time is in like chill, like, okay, we're just bumming out and we're like, getting drunk, pissy drunk, passing out, or are we, staying in, but we're making charcuterie boards and we're, enjoying some wine and listening to music or playing games and whatever. You see the difference in the vibe. So even for us at this age and, season of the game, when you think about anybody new coming in, because also too, you're settled into, you've got your sandbox friends, you've got your core coworker groups, you've got, you know, your cousins and your family that like, all right, you know, I'm not close to my third cousin, this, that, and the other, twice removed. You know, we kind of had our little, we're not as close, but you know, this cousin, that cousin, like these are my people, right? But with new people that you, because it's great to meet new people, it's great to form new relationships, and if you're dating, great, but it's as a way to gauge and to kind of check what you want to enter in, what you want to allow. It's got to be more than what you can do for yourself. That's just my personal opinion. Like, again, it's not like I'm not cordial and I don't have acquaintances that just, you know, I catch up with them from time to time and we're good, but like, it's also too, I'm not connecting and forming new bonds and relationships with people in my life that just want to just do absolutely nothing or not at a place where they value certain things. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not like, they're not bringing my energy down, my patience down, my none of that. I don't have to tell someone, oh, I'm not into that. I don't do drugs. I don't, you know, I don't go to that side of town. I don't go to after hours, hole in the walls, whatever. You don't have to like explain that. It's like, you can just look at me and tell, like, I don't get down like that anymore. Oh, traveling. Let's talk about traveling together. You know, back in the day, you used to have that group of friends like, yeah, we can just like share, you know, a hotel, we can crash and like, you know, split this, split that, because everybody's trying to do the most with the least. Y'all, your money's not together. Nobody has, you know, the right accommodations, and you're, you know, or, you know, let's say the guys drive out somewhere and they used to sleep in the car, crazy stuff. All right, so now you're like, look, if you can't take me, fly me out, get me a really nice hotel. I mean, I'm not going anything below a Marriott. Okay? I don't do motels. If you can't, I don't know, like, even if he doesn't have a creative bone in his body, you know, again, just from your, what do you like to do? Oh, I like to do. You're setting the tone, you're setting the stage. So he's not going to be like, well, I got a buddy that says I'm Miami. We can go like and kick it with him, stay at his place. I'm pretty sure he's got like a pull-out sofa, a futon. He would be a complete, utter fool to come out his mouth with some kind of suggestion like that. If he didn't want you to think that he was like, what? 9 times out of 10, he's going to pick up on like, I definitely not going to. Now, again, if that's how you roll, that's how you get down, that's how you travel. Now, wait a minute. I'm making a YouTube video. So, thank you.
Hi,
TT. So, what was my point? My point. So, yeah, that might be how he gets down, but he knows he's not going to, again, pull you into that. And I also got so tickled because a good friend of mine was explaining how when his son started dating, it was like, yeah, I'm going to eat the chicken, you know, order the cheapest thing on the menu. I'm not going to tell her she can't get what she wants, but damn, like these prices, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, if anybody's, again, like, yeah, you know, just, do you want to split the food? Do you want to split the tab? Do you want to, all these different things, you know, we not coming down here. You know, so it's noble if you're younger, you're in college, you're on a tight budget, and you still want to try to be out here flexing. And so you know, sacrifice you having steak and lobster. You let her eat steak and lobster. But the longevity of you, you know, keeping that up is kind of like, you know, what is it? What is the little specials that the little restaurants have? 2 for $10 or 2 for $20 or something like that. Like, we're not doing that. So just keeping that in mind, again, as you date and as you cultivate relationships and connections with people, you know, make sure that you are a representation of your standard. Make sure that you are a representation of what you get down with, what you're into, you know, because if I carried myself in a certain way, I would probably attract more, you know, like a hood rat, like, yeah, you know, you smoke, that kind of thing, we're gonna just go stand over here in front of this trap house, kind of like, no, I don't know what that's like anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like we're only going up. We're only communicating. That's another, let's touch on that. Like someone who just simply can't pick up the phone, clearly text, like, what are we doing? What time are we meeting? Do you want to hang out? Like, what days are you off? Like, when would you like to hang out? You haven't heard from them for like 4 days, and it's like, hey, what's up? And it's like, you didn't text me back from last time. Nothing. I'm actually on my way somewhere really nice, so I'll hit you up later. You know what I mean? Like, we're too old. We've come too far. We've done too much inner work to allow people to like still be sending that many mixed signals, that much inconsistency, you know, things like that. And again, now sometimes if you first meet someone and you get a hint of that, it doesn't mean that like, oh, okay, it's all your fault, because why did this person come up in your life and throw you off like that? But it will be something to be said. It is something to be said when you continue that. So let me use, I'll use dating, for example. Guy, he wants to take me out, and he's like, hey, what about Wednesday? Tuesday night, I don't hear anything. Never confirmed a time, a place. Yeah, Wednesday, I'm totally free. I would love to kick it with you. Yeah, bet, sounds great. And then it's like no follow-up, no solid plans. He should be like, Tuesday morning, hey, like looking at my schedule, are you still good for Wednesday? I was thinking we could go here at this time. Does that work for you? Something. If you've got to be like wondering and like, well, I don't know for sure. And the day of, if you haven't heard anything, oh no. Matter of fact, they should be like, hey, once they solidify the plans with you the day before, they should be like, hey, I'm so excited about meeting you at 5 today. You know what I mean? Do you want me to come pick you up? Do you need an Uber? Do you want to meet? Oh my God. I went out the other day, and I saw, you could tell that they were like meeting very early on in this friendship, or maybe they were dating. I don't know. So she's on the phone, kind of like, where are you? And he's at the bar, and then you see him put the phone down, and he kind of waves. That's it. Like she's like this at the side of us. We're walking through the door. The bar is up ahead, and so it was kind of like, oh, I'm going to let her go past. But I had seen her earlier outside walking around on her phone, like trying to just kind of orient herself to the area. And it's like, dude, if you're meeting her, come out the restaurant, wait outside and be like, okay, it's this restaurant. I'm going to be looking for you. I'm going to wait for you, and then open the door. You come in together. I was sitting here at the bar. You tell them, even if you were there before her, little things that people should do, maybe don't do, or maybe don't know to do. But all these things shape the experience. So if that was his second or third date with her, that whole wave action, like, hey, what's up? Like, very low effort, very low, like, you don't want to like make sure, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. So now that she knows that was kind of a thing, if she even noticed, she may not have noticed. Is she going to take that and like, hey, next time, wait for me, so we can walk in together? She could say it like that, or if they have, formed more of a bond, it's only right for him to want to now extend more of a, like, I got you. Like, I'm going to make sure that we come in together, and I pull your seat out, shoot, I'm old school. I would be like, I'm 5 minutes away. I'm about to park in the parking garage. Okay, so once I get in the garage, you're going to meet me at the elevator? You know what I mean? Like, I'm on row P4. Like, come get me. Come get me. You don't have to come all the way to my front door. I'm not giving you my address on the first couple dates. We're not ready to go all that. But if I'm gonna be meeting you, come get me. So that's just, but is she going to continue to accept that? As simple and as menial as that seems, it sets the tone. It sets the tone. I don't know. So whatever you are giving yourself, creating for yourself, allowing yourself to have, allowing yourself to experience, and the memories that you make with the people that are already in your lives, you know, always using it as like a marker. Like, I'm not taking anything below that. I'm not accepting anything that's gonna, like, you know, hey, what's up? You good? You chilling? You know, whatever. No, no, I don't just be chilling. I don't just be chilling. I don't just be, you know, doing absolutely nothing. So, again, your standard, what you want, what you deserve, and what you accept. So, I hope this video just kind of, you know, shed some light. And again, it's not all about dating. Dating is like, it's not even about them. It's about you. It's about experiences. It's about being treated. It's about, you know, I've been on some pretty amazing dates, and I cherish those memories regardless of who I was with and what I was doing per se. Like, it was just the thought that went into it, the effort that went into it. I've taken dinner cruises. I've gone to the mountains. I've gone to live shows and concerts. Like, it's like, yeah, and I do those things for myself, by myself too. So you see how it's like, it's easy for me to be like, yeah, of course. Like, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. You know, rooftop views, city views, really eclectic historical places, downtowns. It's like, and you know, these things don't like give you value. It's not who you're dating and how long you date and whether where it goes or not. It's about what you want to feel and what you want to experience and what you're gifting yourself at the end of the day. Oh, and gifts. Oh my God. People bringing flowers. People bring gifts. When they travel, they bring things back. Like, I could go on and on. Why? Because that's what I believe in myself to deserve, and like what I love. Y'all gonna know. You're gonna look at me and know, oh my goodness, I love this, I love that. You're gonna hear me gush about it and go on and on and on about it. So unless you're dense, you know what time it is. I've had people go to London and bring me back gifts. Canada, oh, that's where my mother came from. New Orleans, bring me back gifts. I can't travel everywhere all the time with all these people. I know. Not that I wasn't invited, but, you know, all things in proportion, and not to brag on myself, but it's just like, there is a whole nother world, again, as far as like, you know, it has nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with being someone picking you. It has all to do with how you see yourself, how they want to, like, oh my goodness, I think this person is so cool. I want to get to know them. I want to experience them, even in a friendship. So I'm going to wrap this video up now. I got too many text messages and phone calls coming in. I got to go. But thank you for watching. I hope that makes sense to you. And until the next video, peace. Bye.